Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a scarce and rare item of English literature. It's a 1794 Cambridge printed volume of the poems of, well, basically Thomas Chatterton, the young poet who killed himself at the age of 17 in 1770, having forged 15th century poems supposedly by a monk or a cleric called Thomas Rowley, among other people. And because he couldn't gain recognition for his own poems or a publisher for his own poems, Chatterton produced these 15th century parodies, but which have in themselves great sort of charm and beauty, and later came to be recognized as sort of highly unusual sort of fruits of genius, of young genius. And Chatterton became a great hero of the Romantic period. This volume, in the preface, deals with the controversy about the poems. It says they may have been by Chatterton, they may not have been, but even so, they are poems of great sort of charm and genius, and so on. Now, let's just look at the book itself. It's disbound, basically. There, it's in a later sort of Victorian binding there, which has come loose. The text block of the book is fine, tight, and clean. With it is an earlier, somebody's put an earlier 19th century page here to keep it together, or cover to keep it together. That's sort of irrelevant to the book. The original Victorian back cover is there with this nice marble paper, but the book needs rebinding, okay? But the contents are fine, apart from some foxing to the frontispiece, and one page which has been written in manuscript. Obviously, it was either misbound, so that page 127 and 128 were not in it, or the page has been removed, and somebody later on, with a watermark of 1837, has rewritten the page from another copy and tipped it in here. So there's one sort of manuscript page and all the rest of the proper printed pages, as you can see. There is an illustrated sort of frontispiece there, rather charming, and there is the proper title page. The main interest of this book, however, is that the editor of the book was Coleridge, and Coleridge included a poem of his on Thomas Chatterton, Monody on the Death of Thomas Chatterton, and this book is the first appearance of this Coleridge poem, and in fact this printing is only the second poem that Coleridge ever saw in print. It was his second printed poem, the Monody of Chatterton, published in this book in 1794. So it's a scarce Coleridge item too. I've looked on the internet. The going price for this book, prices are £350, £500, £510, and £851 are prices I've seen for this volume. In copies, some of them of no great condition. So my starting price is a lot less than that for this rare English literary item. Thanks so much indeed. Bye.